So now we'll discuss the characteristics of the Elizabethan age or the period of Renaissance. Characteristics. The first characteristic is spirit of independence. Spirit of independence. Okay, so during the age of Elizabeth or the period of Renaissance, what is the meaning of spirit of independence? Spirit of independence, it means people began think freely. Okay, people began think freely. They question old beliefs and they make their own decisions instead of blindly following church or the authority or the traditions. Got it? Spirit of independence, it means people began think freely. They ask questions, old beliefs, they make their own decisions instead of blindly following what? Traditions and the authority like church. Okay? So, writers of this age, writers of Elizabethan age or the period of Renaissance, although they borrowed from other countries, they borrowed some ideas, they borrowed some work from other countries, but they were also creative. Are you getting it? Writers of this age, Elizabethan age, like William Shakespeare, Christopher Marlowe, many writers were there. So they started borrowing their ideas. They started borrowing some ideas from other literature, from other countries, but they were also creative. Okay? They not only borrowed from other countries, but they also added their own imagination. They also added their own style and they created something new. Got it? Although they borrowed their ideas from some other countries, from some other literature like Greek, Roman, Italian, French literature, they borrowed some ideas from other countries, from some other literature, but they didn't just blindly follow them. They didn't blindly borrow them, but they added some on imagination. They added some on thinking. Okay, they added some on styles and created those works in a new way. Something different they created. Are you getting it? No. Spirit of independence, that simply means writers had the independence. In the Middle Ages, writers were forced, not forced, but they usually wrote about only kings and queens and church. Their focus was of church authority. Okay, but during the age of Elizabeth, writers had the freedom to write their own things, their own opinions, their own imaginations, imaginary things. Okay, so in this way, in the age of Elizabeth, we have literature flourished. Drama, poetry, they flourished in a great manner. Why? Because writers had the freedom to write about their own things, write about their own opinion, write about their own style. Okay, got it?
Yes.
And William Shakespeare, during this age of Elizabeth, he was the prominent writer. He was the prominent dramatist. Okay, so he made some experiment with the English language. William Shakespeare played with the English language and he created many new words. And because of William Shakespeare, the language of English language became more richer and expressive. Okay, so some of the words invented by William Shakespeare, you must have heard the word excitement. Yes? Excitement. Then hurry, hurry. Yes? Lonely. These are the words invented by whom? By William Shakespeare. Okay. So, because of William Shakespeare, the language English became more richer and expressive during this age, Elizabethan age. Got it? The next one. The next characteristics is Materialism. Materialism. What do you mean by this word materialism? Anyone? Materialism. Materialism means love for money. Okay. Materialism, it means love for money. So, materialism, it means giving a lot of importance to money, wealth, or the material things like gold, lands, okay, and luxury. Got it? What do you mean by this word materialism? Materialism? Love for money. Okay, so materialism, it means giving a lot of importance to what? To money, to wealth, and the material things like gold and land and luxury. Okay, so during this age, the Elizabethan age, some sea explorers, you must have heard the name Christopher Columbus. Yes. So during this age, some sea explorers such as Christopher Columbus and Vasco da Gama, okay, they started to explore the world. Okay, they started travel the world. They started travel unknown islands, unknown places. Okay, and they discovered new lands. And when they returned to Europe, to their own country, they returned with what? With gold, with spices, and with valuable goods. Okay. After traveling, when they return to their country, they return with gold, they return with spices, they return with valuable goods. And because of these new wealth, okay, because of these new wealth, countries like England became richer at that time during this Elizabethan age. Are you getting it? Should I repeat? Yes. Okay. So, materialism means what? Materialism means love for money, or materialism simply means giving a lot of importance to money, to wealth, to the material things like gold, land and luxury. Okay. So during this age, some sea explorers such as Christopher Columbus and Vasco da Gama, they traveled many unknown places and they discovered many new countries, new lands. Okay. So after discovering, when they returned to Europe, they returned with gold, they returned with spices, they returned with many valuable goods. Okay? And because of this new wealth that they were taking to their country, because of these new wealth, the country like Britain, not Britain, England became richer at that time. Clear? Yes. And in one of the drama written by Christopher Marlowe, Dr. Faustus. Have you heard this drama? This play? Dr. Faustus? No. Dr. Faustus is a drama. Maybe you will study about it in semester 2 or 3. So, Dr. Faustus is written by Christopher Marlowe. Dr. Faustus is a tragedy about the main character, Dr. Faustus. So, in the story, in that drama, Dr. Faustus is the main character. He was an educated one. He wanted to gain all the power and all the wealth of the world. Okay. He wanted unlimited power and wealth. And he imagines, he dreams a world full of profit, full of pleasure, full of honor. And in this way, he got his doom because of the lust for power and wealth. He get his doom in the story of Dr. Faustus. So, Christopher Marlowe's play, the drama, Dr. Faustus, is also talk about this thing, materialism, how the character was blind after the money, blind after the knowledge. Okay, so excessive knowledge, excessive power, excessive wealth destroyed the character of Dr. Faustus. So, materialism is one of the major characteristics of Elizabethan age or the age of Renaissance. Clear? Clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
The next characteristics is spirit of adventure. Spirit of adventure. age, during the period of Renaissance, people became curious, people became bold, and they were eager to explore the world. Got it? During the age of Renaissance, during the Elizabethan age, people became more curious. People became curious, bold, and they were eager to travel the world. Are you getting it? People were curious, they were bold, they were confident, and they wanted to travel the world. And the sailors, like the same one, Christopher Columbus and Vasco da Gama. Okay, Christopher Columbus and Vasco da Gama, because of their curiosity to travel the world, to visit the unknown places, they discovered countries like America and India. Okay, because of the spirit of adventure, because they had the curiosity to travel, to find out many things. At that time, people thought that they felt that this world is wide and full of opportunities. Okay, at that time, people felt that the world is wide and full of what? Opportunities. So they wanted to learn more. They wanted to explore more. That's why they started adventures. Got it? They started to adventures, and they started exploring many new places, many new things. They started discoveries, and the scientist Galileo, okay, he invented what? Telescope during this time, age of Elizabethan age, or the period of Renaissance. Okay, so if we compare it with the Middle Ages and Elizabethan age, then in Middle Ages, the year before 1300, okay, in Middle Ages, people were feared to unknown things. People feared to visit unknown places. But in this age of Elizabeth, in the period of Renaissance, people became more confident, and they became curious. They wanted to explore the world. Clear? They wanted to explore the world. In the Middle Ages, the main focus, the people only focused on church and religious things. Okay? They focused on spiritual life. But during the age of Elizabeth, during the period of Renaissance, people wanted to discover many things, many new things. They wanted to travel the world. They wanted to see how that this world is full of wonders. Okay, they wanted to explore the wonderful things. Are you getting it? Yes. Okay. So these are the characteristics of Elizabethan age. One more characteristics. Romanticism. Romanticism. Romanticism, it doesn't only mean the love or the romance between a boy and a girl. Okay, it means romanticism, it means love for nature and beauty. Got it? It means love for nature and beauty. It means love for imagination and dreams. Okay, romanticism here means love for nature and beauty, love for imagination and dreams, love for deep emotions. Okay, deep emotions of human being. Then love for adventure and fantasies. Okay. So clear? What is romanticism? What is romanticism? Say it louder. Love for nature and beauty. Okay. Love for imagination and dreams. Love for deep emotions. Love for adventure and fantasies. Okay. So the writers during this age, the writers of Elizabethan age, or the writers of the period of Renaissance, they loved stories like, faraway lands, stories in forests, stories in islands, stories in some magical lands. Okay, so if you read about the plays, the dramas of William Shakespeare, one of the drama that name is As You Like It. As You Like It. It is a drama written by William Shakespeare. The setting of this drama is a forest. That forest name is Forest of Arden. Okay, and one of the drama written by William Shakespeare, The Tempest. If you have heard this, The Tempest. Yes. The Tempest. The story, the setting is a magical place. Okay, magical island. So these places are wonderful. These are not real but imaginative places. They wrote their stories based on imagination. Okay, so you can see the characteristics of Romanticism during the writers who were writing during the age of Elizabethan or the period of Renaissance. Okay, writers, they love stories like beauty, like imagination, and the stories in wonderful places, in distant places, in remote places. Okay, so the love for remote areas, remote places, the wonderful, the beautiful is called Romanticism. Clear? Clear? What is Romanticism? Okay. Then the next is interest of Greek learning. Interest of Greek learning. Interest in Greek learning. Interest in Greek learning. So, during the Elizabethan age or during the period of Renaissance, the printing press was invented. You know the printing press? Printing press? What is it? What is printing press? Anyone? What is printing press? Yes, come on now. Say it.
The place where newspapers and all the magazines are printed.
So, the machine in which you can print your works, your writings. Okay, so during the Elizabethan age, till this time, printing press was invented. Okay, so people can easily read the books in a great manner. Okay, in the Middle Ages, books were mostly written by hand. Okay, and the writers were limited at that time during the Middle Ages. But when we come to the Elizabethan ages or in the period of Renaissance, the printing press was invented. With the invention of printing press, books were easily available on bookshops or the stores. Okay, and people, they can easily read the books as much as they want. Okay, so because of the printing press, books were available to everyone, every common people. So they started writing, not writing, they started reading about the Greek writers. Have you heard the name of Aristotle?
Yes.
Aristotle?
Yes.
Who was he? Aristotle? Aristotle? Say it louder. Father of political science. Aristotle was a Greek philosopher, a great Greek philosopher. Okay, so what do you mean by philosopher? Philosopher? Anyone? Say it loudly.
Study of life.
Study of life. Anyone else? What do you mean by philosopher? first time? Philosopher. Then a person who studies philosophy is called philosopher. Okay. So the question is, what are the things that people study in philosophy about human life? Okay, about they ask questions like why we are here, what is right, what is wrong, what is knowledge, what is truth, what is the purpose of our life. So these are the questions that the philosophers ask. They try to find out the answer of these questions. Okay, so Aristotle, he was a great philosopher and a great writer. So during the age of Elizabeth, when the printing press invented, when books were available to everyone, to the common people, people started reading the old or the classic books, classic ideas about Aristotle, about Homer. Okay, Homer is again one of the great writer of Greek. So, like the works of Aristotle, it is said that Aristotle had said that a story or a drama should follow certain rules. Okay, Aristotle said that any story or any drama should follow certain rules. Okay, and during the Elizabethan age, the greatest writer, William Shakespeare, he didn't always follow the rules which was said by this man Aristotle. The rules were, the first thing, the story should have only one place. Okay, Aristotle said that any story or any drama should have only one place. The next one is, it should happen in one day. Plot. Aristotle, a Greek philosopher, he said that a story should happen only one place. It simply means, let me explain to you. Yes, what happened? It simply means, suppose a story is going on this classroom. Okay, any story is going on this classroom. Then that story should finish in this classroom only. You can't tell the story that is happening in this classroom to the college campus or to the outside the college. Okay, if the story starts in this classroom, then that story should finish in the same classroom. Okay, got it? No. Suppose you are making a film, a video. Okay, and you are the video, your video's location is in Simdega. Okay, so all the scenes of that video, all the films, all the scenes of that film, you have to complete in Simdega itself. You can't screen any scene in Gumla, in Lohardaga and all. Okay, if your location is Simdega, you have to finish your story in Simdega only. Got it? Then next one, it should happen in one day. It simply means a story, any story or any drama should complete within 24 hours. Within a single day. Okay? Suppose it is your birthday today. So you are planning to celebrate your birthday party. So that birthday party should be during morning to the night on the same day. You can't celebrate your birthday tomorrow. If your birthday is today, you should complete your celebration in today only. Got it? Next one, it should have one floor. The story should focus in only one main story. There shouldn't be any side plot or any side story. If the story is about you, in all the scenes, you are the main character, not your friend's love story or not your friend's any other problems. Okay? If the story, you are the main character, all the scenes focused on you. Got it? So, people started taking interest in Greek learning, the writings of Aristotle and Homer. Okay, so people in the age of Elizabethan age, they started taking interest in classic things, classic writers. Okay, so suppose at present time you all are studying here and you started taking interest of the writings of the books of 80s or the 90s written by Indian writers. Okay, so it was like that. Got it now? Some of you? No. Which one? Last one? This one or this one? Interesting Greek learning. Interesting Greek learning. It simply means at that time, during the period of Renaissance, people again started taking interest in Greek learning. English people started. They were from England. Okay, they were from England, and English people, they taking interest, learning, reading the Greek things, the Greek writings. Clear? The last characteristics is development of drama and poetry. Development of drama and poetry. Development of drama and poetry. Now, during the Elizabethan age, drama and poetry flourished in a great manner because of these characteristics. They had the independence, they had new ideas, the writers, they loved imagination things, they loved the beauty, the distant places. Because of all these things, romanticism. Okay, if you read about Shakespeare's dramas, you will find there are many wonderful places. The setting of Shakespeare's dramas, you will find the settings are wonderful places, like fairylands, magical world, like that. Okay, so and interestingly, Greek learning, as people has the independence, they had the independence to write, to think freely, to criticize anyone. Okay, so they wanted to that because of these characteristics, they had the freedom to create or to write anything they want. Suppose you all are sitting here. Okay, no one is forcing you here. You are asked to write something. So you people will write different things based on your own imagination, based on your own thinking, based on your own what? Own thoughts. Okay. So in the same way, people had the independence. Writers had the independence to write anything. So in that age, during the age of Elizabeth, drama and poetry flourished in a great manner. Shakespeare alone, he wrote more than 32 plays. Okay, how many dramas he has written? 37 plays total. Okay, 154 sonnets and 2 long narrative poems. So these are the main characteristics. Are these clear to you all?